Yo! So first up, we have the Twister XB. Next up, we have the Charisma GT24B. Oh my god, check out how tiny this one is. Next, the ZR6 Evolution. So the GT24, way smaller than the other two. I thought it was the same size. Oh. Where is everything? So that's it, put the battery in, turn it on and go. But it's four-wheel drive, double wishbone suspension, front and rear with coilover suspension. Not shocks, because there's no oil in there, it's just bouncy. Apparently, these are insanely fast for their size. And if you look on the box, it says it's got a brushless motor. Brushless motor means more power. Anyway, I'm going to save this for a different video because I thought it was the same size as these ones. It's obviously half the size. I've got another video coming up with these super mini, sub-mini, micro, whatever you want to call them. So we've got a Kyosho Inferno mini buggy and the team associated mini truggy. So that is going to be perfect for that video. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, next up we have the Lossy that stands out to be even more different. Let's get the bodies off and have a look to see what's inside. So these two here are fairly similar, so have a look at these first, then we go over to the different one. So both of these are four-wheel drive, have double wishbone suspension front and rear with metal coilover shocks, and both have brushless motors. Yep, you got it, more power. However, the Twister has a plastic chassis, the Evolution a metal chassis. Now XK claim that the Evolution can do 75 kilometers per hour, which is 46 miles per hour. And here we have a GPS, so we can check it out later. We're going to be checking up the speed of all of these. We're going to give them all a quick whiz here in the shop, then we're going to take them out in the real world, maybe skate park, a little bit of off-road, and we're also going to take them racing. Right, so a lot of you guys have been saying you want to get your hands onto some of my RC cars, so now's your chance. I've set up a few competitions where you guys can win some of my RC cars. At the moment, up for grabs is this Nissan Skyline here that I recently did a video on. If you want to know the details, you want to know how you can win it and how this car can become yours, click on the link in the description and there's your chance to win it. And maybe some other cars too. So first up, let's take the Twister out for a little blast. The controller does feel a little bit cheap and nasty, but what do you expect for the price? Off and on. Steering does feel like it's got a bit of delay, it's quite glitchy. Power. We got to check out a bit of durability. It's quite nimble actually. Hit the brakes, get the back end out. In here we've got a more polished concrete surface. Durability test. Oh, and it takes it. Backflip. More speed. So far actually it feels pretty good, but a little bit on the slow side. But here look, it says speed, L and H, low and high maybe. Whoa, that's woken it up. That's better. There we go. So if you're a beginner, have it on slow mode. Once you get the hang of it, you can speed it up. Oh, Cyclone. Backflip attempt number 2. Oh, nearly. Come on, it's got to do it. Oh. Maybe it turned off. Off and on. Well, I think it's game over for that one. I can't get it to go again, so maybe I was unlucky. Maybe I bashed it a bit too hard too early on. Anyway, next up, the Evolution. Controller on this one, it feels a little bit nicer than the other one. Also, this one comes with a LiPo. This one here's got one of those roundy ones, whatever that is. Steering, plenty of speed and power. And power. Whoa! For cheapo, that's pretty lively. Whoa, it's got a big delay in the throttle. Watch this. Do you know what? This one is a lot more difficult to drive in here. It's not as nimble. Look at that. Massive delay on here. This one's going to need a much bigger open space. It feels like it's got more power, but it takes a while to kick in. Oh! Oh, check this out, guys. This was one of my dream RC cars when I was a kid, and I managed to find one on eBay, so I've got one. So there's going to be a video on this soon. This is a Marder Beetle. You can't get them anymore. It's got a petrol engine in there. Video soon. It's got power though. Footage. Oh, that would have done it, but it crashed into this. Nailed it. Sort of. It definitely seems durable and lively. So far, pretty impressive, but the radio is so slow. Just watch this delay. And in slow motion. In this video, I want to take it racing, but with this slow radio, no way I'm going to get it around the track. So let's install my trusty Dumbo. Boom! And in slow motion. So that's much better than it was before. Still a bit of delay, but that's probably in the speed controller. Next up, the Lossy Mini B, the one that's different to the other ones. It's also got double wishbone suspension, front and rear with coilover shocks. The shocks feel really nice. Drop test. Yep, they are absorbing lovely. Metal chassis, however this one is brushed, so in theory it's going to be a lot slower. Also, it's two-wheel drive, so handling in theory is going to be a lot more tricky too. However, it's race inspired, so on the racetrack it might be a whole different ball game. So here we have my team associated racing buggy. This one here also two-wheel drive, but if we have a look inside, a very similar setup. Rear transmission, inboard motor, battery tray, then receiver and ESC, servo up front. It's just like a mini version. Anyway, waffle, waffle, waffle. I know what you want to do is see it run. Well, that's a good start. Positive, positive, negative, negative. Nothing. Oh. Oh, look at that. It's rusty. These came included with the car. Let's try some different ones. Boom! Now we're talking. Steering, lovely, and power. Oh! Being two-wheel drive, you've got less air control. It's definitely the slowest, but it's the nicest handling. Oh, slippery surface is a whole different ball game. This is where you need four-wheel drive. On here, look, we cannot get it to do anything. It just wants to spin around. Oh, I don't know if this is a good idea. Whoa! Oh, game over. So it split the wishbone here, and it kind of pulled out. This thing will go back on. Let's see if we can temporarily fix it. Right, here we go, zeroed off on the GPS. 39 mile an hour, not quite 46, but not far off. Next up, velocity. That is full speed. 15 mile an hour. Here we are, on location. We're going to be doing one race with this one here, and then one race for that. See which one gets a better lap time. Oh look, we've got more YouTubers in the house.
So Kev is now trying this beast here. Quality, this. Look at that.
So the car is definitely not suited for this small track. It was geared way too high, really slow acceleration, but once it got onto the straight, it went like a rocket.
It moved.
Have a go with it, this is terrible. Have a go at that acceleration. There's so much delay when you accelerate. So we came almost last, 20 laps, best lap 13.95. So next up I've got to race the little Lossy Mini B. Definitely slower, but it might handle better.
You're going to get annihilated.
Oh my god, this car is so slow. We've got no hope of keeping up with the competition. Maybe if we replaced the motor with a brushless one, maybe we'd be in with a chance, because it does handle actually really good.
Oh no, killed it.
Until we broke it.
You can't raffle that now. Kev is that one there. He did 14 laps.
And a 16.19 best lap time, so a couple of seconds slower than the WL, whatever it is. We've got Tomley in the house again, look for that concentration. We've got RC kicks playing again, Vinny up there. So this car, I think I'm going to modify it in a future video. I want to put in a brushless combo, faster servo, take it racing again. I think it's got really great potential and it's going to be stupidly fast. This one, I want to race it again today. The speed controller has a massive delay. You accelerate and it takes forever for it to go up to speed. Then you let off and it takes forever for it to stop. Made it really unpredictable, really difficult to drive. So, I've got this ESC here from the LC Racing buggy. I'm going to put that in, then go racing again. Also, look how high it sits. I reckon if we lower that suspension down, that's going to handle a lot better. It's a little bit better. Still takes a while to kick in. Let's get the suspension down, then take it racing. So that's all the way down. I think it's still too high. The back's not too bad. The front, that's just a bit silly. So I think if we take these collars off, we're going to get it down a bit lower. Alright, I think that's about as low as we're going to get it. Let's go race it. Here we are, back on location. Here we've got cameraman.
Nah, I'm racing.
Oh.
You have to cameraman yourself.
So I've got a camera and race at the same time. Luckily, we've got the Dumbo with a camera mount, so I'm going to put you guys in there. Here we've got all the competition over here, look. Right, here we go. See how we can compete with all the professionals. Oh my God, got too much power now, it's wheelies. So a massive improvement with that new speed controller, but the car is still over geared and it makes acceleration really slow, and then suddenly it kicked in and it shoots off. So we got a bit bored and decided to have a little bit of fun. So that last race, it wasn't actually recording on the laps. I can't be bothered to go again because it's getting in everybody's way, but I've got a set of foams, so we're going to chuck these on there and then give it one more go. And we've got some of this additive stuff, it's supposed to give it more grip. So now too much grip, too much steering, it made it almost impossible to drive. Everybody else is blaming me for bad driving, so I'll let them have a go. Terrible. Have a go. That's awful, I'll give up a bit.
Oh. Yeah.
Go, you have a go. That's good, isn't it, Vinny, eh? Turn the steering down, it's actually not too bad now. Oh, there you go. Skate park next. Here we go, off-road time. Footage. Oh, and he's got his XRT out. Oh no! Max is destroying his little, whatever it is. Oh, this lit them flies. Oh. So what car's this?
This is an armour infraction. I regret doing this, I know I'm going to.
Not in it, are you?
Oh, I've broken it.
No.
Oh, I've broken the shock rod end.
Get it now! A little lit loves it, doesn't it? Oh! Hey! Oh! It takes it though, doesn't it? Proper lively. I'll tell you what, guys, this car is a little skate park weapon.
Battery's out.
It's misshaped the battery, look.
Just put it back in there.
Put it back the other way and do it again, straighten it. Front flip. Oh! A few moments later, so Max is going to keep this one nice.
As a shelf queen.
Someone encouraged him and this happened. So if you want to see how all this lot happened, Jason said to look after that body from Medfin and not scratch it. So if you want to see what happened there, I'm going to put a link to Max's channel down below. So this car here, not much coppet racing, but at the skate park, oh my God, what a weapon. It took everything that we threw at it. It went to the moon, it took it. But anyway, one of the guys at the local club, Ian, he reckons he can get this car going really well. So I'm